South Africa's consumer inflation has increased to 5.9%. That's the highest level since March 2017. How did we get here? Well, to help us answer that question, we're joined now by Professor Bonke Dumisa. He's an independent economic analyst. Prof, thank you so much for joining us. The big question, how did we get here? What were the driving factors?
The major driving factors for this very high CPI figure in December 2021 is mainly because of fuel price increases, which accounted for over 16.8 of that calculation, and the food inflation, which results from that very high CPI figure. Because you must remember that the inflation rate impacts more negatively on the poor than on the rich. And when the CPI is calculated, they make sure that they have a representative sample, and that's why you find then that the more the fuel prices increase, everything which we eat in South Africa is transported via the road, and then that influences the end consumer prices that we pay at the supermarkets, etc. But we've got many other administered prices which have really played a major role in pushing up our inflation in South Africa. I mean, as it is now, Eskom is really pushing for 20.5 tariff increase with effect from April 2022. And yet, at the same time, everyone knows then that for the past 2 years of COVID-19, most South Africans lost their jobs. Those who did not lose their jobs, many of them got short pay, and those who retained their jobs did not get any salary increases, and those who did get salary increases, they are not more than 45%. And so when you factor in that 20.5%, how will many South Africans afford to pay for that increase? So this will lead to more people stealing electricity. And then when Eskom switches them off, then you will have all those street violent protests going on. And it's a vicious circle that we have to find a way of dealing with.
All right, Prof, we're going to have to interrupt this interview. Unfortunately, we have to go to a live event, and we'll have to finish the conversation later.